All right, what's up? What's up? This is Big Jack. Trying to see if I can get all these magnets in the circle. So, if you don't know anything about this game, it's called Collide, Kollide, and it's just a magnet game. You get 20 magnets. You can play with one player, like I'm playing right now, two players, four players, and you just divide up the magnets evenly, and you do your best trying to get them all in the little circle that they give you. So that's all that comes with it. You got the magnets that look like this, a circle, just a string tied together. And then it comes with a bag to put the circles in. You know, put the magnets in once you're finished playing. But they said you can play by yourself. The object of the game is to get all the magnets. I guess when you're by yourself is to get all the magnets in the circle. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So let's check it out, see if it can happen. So it's not a hard game. I mean, it's really simple when you start to play, but you just want to make sure that when you're lining everything up, that you give enough space that the magnets don't attract each other. But you'll know once you start putting more and more pieces in, they'll start turning. Like that one just started turning. You'll see them starting to turn and adjust themselves to the next magnet. Oh, dang. See, that right there is how it works. So let's see if we can get I haven't even got around the thing. So it's a little bit concentrating that you have to do, but it's not that hard. Yeah. So, and it's just the goal or the object again is to get, all your magnets, whoever runs out of magnets wins. So the win as a single player is to get them all in. I've gotten as much as 18. Now it's down to 2, but I've never got past that. So I'm working on it, trying to see if I can beat my personal best. But I don't say it's a hard game, but it is somewhat challenging because you're sitting there trying to find a way to get these magnets in, and you see how they adjust themselves. The more you put in there, the more magnetic force is going on. You see it, they're turning themselves. Ah, dang it. Yeah. So if you're out there, I can't even see who's out there in the chat. If you're out there hanging with me, just leave your name in the chat or let's leave a comment saying, hey, if you got the game, that's really cool. I mean, we can talk about playing it. If you never heard of the game, come on, man. It's called Collide. Jeez, come on. All right, but anyway, it's called Collide. And you see right now I'm having a hard time, the dang magnets, they're rough. So, but it's fun. I mean, it really is a fun, family fun game, all ages. I mean, I know the box says 8, but I think a lot of that is just for frustration. Because if you're under 8, you might get a little upset and bothered. It's been a while since I've been on live just through YouTube. Normally we go through a program called StreamYard. You got the Iron Sharpening the Iron universe. But I just wanted to have some fun today. So, and once I'm go through this a little bit and see if I can figure it out. If not, there's a video I posted on my channel that if you look at the video, you'll see I did get to 18. I had 18 in the circle, but now I could barely get 11 in the circle. Yeah, I got 5 left, so that's 15 in. But it gets real tough when you see that just that easy, just walking, coming close, and it's already starting to spin. So, and you see them spinning without you, so the magnetic force that's going through, put another magnet in there, and I'm down to 4. So that right there is 16, which is huge, out of 20. But it's it's going to be tough to try to get this other one in there. So, dang. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy right there. So let's see. Yeah, so what's up? So if you're out there watching, you know, well, I'm just playing. Like I said, I can barely even see who's in there. So if you're out there, hello. I'm just playing this game called Collide, and it's inexpensive. I mean, you can see the box, I think, if I put it under there. But it's inexpensive. It didn't cost that. I think it was like $20 maybe, but it's worth it. It's worth the $20 that I paid. And I went through Amazon. Not that I'm advertising for anybody. Just having fun. But you see, those magnets they'll do their thing. They'll move on their own. They don't need your help. That's for sure. Oh. Yeah, so I got 16. I got 4 in my hand and then 16 inside. You get 20. So let's see. That is crazy. You see all them freaking magnets? That's crazy. So, and with that, once they collide to each other, you gotta take them out. So if you were playing with 4 people, and everybody had 5, you can see once you get into that 16 range, you know, everybody's gonna be down to their last one, and it's gonna get tough. So that's just the bottom line. But I'm trying to see, is it a way to, it's like, dang, that's crazy. Look how sensitive these magnets are, and some of it I'm thinking, like, once you get them, you know, into the, you know, once they start feeling each other, you know, it's like, what's the proper distance? It almost looks like it's 2 magnets away from each other, but that's cool until you start getting, you know, down to 1 and 2. God dang. Yeah, so if you're looking at it, you're seeing, yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that hard. I mean, it really isn't a hard game. There's no strategy to it. I mean, you can act like you got a system. The system is just don't be the last one with the magnets in your hand. Hey, if you're out there and you're watching this and you're looking at me play Collide, which is cool, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, leave a comment so I know who you are, and maybe can come back. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. You know, that's, you know, join the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. I'm getting ready to change my brand. You know, we're changing the name of the brand with the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. It's a lot of spinoffs. So if you've never met me and never seen Big Jack Storytime, just know that brand is going to change in January 2026, and we're going to become the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. So welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, welcome again. So good to see you. Just wanted to hang out and try to play a little bit of Collide. You know, I haven't been live on YouTube in a minute. I mean, usually I use a program called StreamYard, so I'm live on YouTube, but not via YouTube. You know, normally it's through StreamYard. And this is going to be a dead one as soon as I drop it. All right, survive. All right, so I'm down to 15 again. So I got 5 in my hand and 15 on the board. And it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a nightmare wherever I go. I set myself up pretty bad. So. I can see people starting to cheat. They're going to be coming in with these little things with no magnets in them or whatever. Like, that's, what the heck? I got 3, 17. 17, that's pretty cool, right? I got 17. That's crazy. Look at that. Wow, okay. Dang, I was down to 17. So if you think you can beat me or beat my score, I mean, get all 20, you know, if you have the game, I would say, you know, here's a challenge. You know, see if you can do it. If you can do it, more power to you. You're you know, I'm not gonna say I'm the best at this because I'm not. I've never heard or seen anybody say they got all 20 in there. Um, but if you are that person and you've done it, you know, let me know. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comment section saying, hey, I did 20 before. Because if you've done all 20, I would like to see it. The other part is hear about it. So if you've done 20 before and you're out there, put that in the comment section so we can, you know, it's funny how, you know, magnets work. You know, you got your positive side and your negative side. And sometimes when you're holding them, they don't want to be, you know, they push against you. But come on. Yeah, positive, negative. Positives and negatives. Yeah, some magnets don't like to be around other ones. They have their favorites, that's for sure. I've noticed that too. That some of them don't like to be around each other. It's a cool game. So it's called Collide. And of course, this is Big Jack's story time. Those who don't know me, Big Jack Storytime is my handle for my YouTube channel. I'm based out of the Washington, D.C. area, so I'm in the East Coast area. And so on my show called the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, we normally have a lot of different guests with different backgrounds, and we have real talk with real people. Yeah, we get deep, we do. Sometimes, you know, because of that, you know, I got to take a break. And that's what I'm doing tonight. Right now, it's just, you know, getting away from the deepness of the show. Wow, let's look at that one way over here. You know, my show has, I have a team. So I have a team. My producer is Boss B or BBTV Productions. My co-host on the Iron Sharpening Iron Show is Walt Talks. And then we have another team member, Mama Lyons. And Mama Lyons is the host of the Coach's Corner and the Voices of Resilience. So for those who are maybe in that chat, I can't see you. If you're watching and viewing, I can't see my device because I got it looking down on this board so you can see that. But at the same time, hello to you all. I'm not gonna be here that much longer because I'm already seeing that I can't do it. Yeah, it's kicking my butt. But for those who are here, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was just to see how it go. I like the game, Collide. I mean, I like to take these breaks sometimes from the channel. Very excited, you know, as a channel, we just crossed the 4,000 watch hour mark, so we just got fully monetized. So if you're seeing that and you want to be you know, join the club, join the membership. You know, you can always subscribe. We appreciate that. If you want to be a member and get, you know, we get trivia time with Big Jack every Monday through Friday. Boss B does a Ask a B show Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays it's a jukebox journey where she breaks down a lot of the musical artists and things like that. So we have fun. We look at the playlist and you can see a lot of different spin-offs that we have. So we're not just a channel, we're more like a network. And that is my niche. We're more like a network. So networking together to, with the motto, each one reach one, we can all grow and glow. And then the big mission to it all is we are stronger together. And that's what I believe. We're stronger together. You know, so together we can make, come on. So I'm gonna start all over. I think once you get into a bad pattern, there's nothing you can do about it. So like I say, it's just 20 magnets and a string. And that's all they, it's probably one of the cheapest games could be produced. And as far as cost for material, and I mean, a string is something you'll find in your regular tennis shoes. You know, it's nothing major about it. And just tie with a knot at one end and until it creates a circle. But I think, but if you are out there, hit that like button. You know, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Always looking to build. This is Big Jack Story Time, and I'm just really just taking a break before I call it a night. We got some things to do tomorrow. We had a wonderful guest, so you'll see her if you tune in. Watch that video. It was an awesome interview. Normally we do all our interviews live, but because this our guest was from the UK, or is in the UK, we had to pre-record it. So tonight's show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, will be pre-recorded. So I got some editing to do. Not that I don't take out any of the interview. I leave the interview in like it was. I don't take anything out, but I do need to put it back in, or put it back out, or download it so that we can look at it. So you'll see it as a premiere if you come back. And I will be in the chat. So when the show is aired, and if you do see comments, those are real comments, because we'll be in the chat commenting based off of what we're hearing. But the show was recorded earlier today, or yesterday. I know it's after midnight, I believe. Yeah, so the game is Collide, and I thought I would be able to beat it, but I see I can't. This thing is, it's almost like it got a mind of its own. They see how the pieces moving. That's just, shoot. It's just crazy how the pieces be moving, you know, and it's like, now when it's, what they call it, 10, you know, when there's 2 people playing, I do pretty good. I think I only lost 1 time so far from playing family members. But you by yourself. Come on, I can't even put them down no more without clicking. Yeah. Just drop one. It's amazing. Yeah. This is it. But it was fun. Thank y'all for watching. See, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, so I don't think it could be done. I'm waiting for someone to tell me that they did it. That they actually was able to play the game and get all of them in at one time, all 20. I don't think it's possible. But again, the game is called Collide. You see right there. 1 to 4 players is what they say, but it's tough. So, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, it's tough. So, don't know how we did today. Vibing with VC, how you doing? I don't know if you're still out there hanging with me, but it's good to see you. It has been a long time. Yeah, me too. I'm with you. Got to get on out of here. But that's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. How was it with the storm? I know that y'all got hit pretty good, and was worried about y'all. Really was. I think I even reached out right after it first happened. But that you're online, I believe that I'm gonna say that you survived, which is a good thing, and hope that there wasn't a lot of damage and things like that. Well, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I can only imagine that some areas are that got touched, really bad. So, but I'm glad that you're here hanging with me. Trying to see if I can even turn the thing over. Yeah. Sorry about that. Trying to adjust. Stop playing the game. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah. But I'm glad to hear that everything is good with y'all. That I know that some of the area is still going through devastating. It was a very terrible storm that y'all had to face. So it's been a while since I've been on YouTube as just YouTube, not StreamYard, going through StreamYard and all. But I was worried about you and your sister and anyone else that's down in that area when the storm had hit. So glad to see that you're up and still alive. So that means things it wasn't, it's bad, but that you're alive and we're able to talk to you, and that's a bonus, really, 100%. Yeah. So this was fun. Played a little bit of Collide. I don't know how many people came through, but if you did, that was cool. Thank you for stopping by, vibing with VC. Let's say it was a traumatic experience for many. Yes, 100%. I really can only imagine. We've had storms, but looking at the videos and the pictures that came from down there, you can tell that it was truly devastating. So again, I'm glad, and our prayers are still with you, that everything is, that you're able to recover, that you're able to rebuild and get everything back, because now after everything is rebuilt, when you go and do your videos, people can see the beautiful country, and you can almost do some before and after situations that help us get a better understanding of what's going on. Yeah, definitely keep Jamaica in our prayers. I remember saying that we was going to come down there, and I still haven't gotten there. So it's on the list to do it, but we haven't gotten there yet. So with that being said, it's still on my list to visit, and the prayer list for sure, that everybody in your area will, what they call it, have a full recovery. Hey, Lisa, what's up, Lisa? How you doing? Good evening to you. And you see, we got vibing with VC down in Jamaica area, and was he actually saying that we, if we could pray for her and the area, not even just for her, but for the area. And, after that big hurricane and all the, even though it seemed like it was a while ago, it really wasn't that long ago. And when people are still in recovery, it's you just gotta, you take one day at a time, but at the same time, especially with holidays and all kinds of other things going on, it's it's important that we keep people up in our prayers. Yeah, it said a little over a month. Like I said, it's almost like, we forget about it, and we, it just out of sight, out of mind, and it's like next. And so many other things have been going on that people, we forget that it was there. But now just seeing your name come across, I'm like, wow, that's cool. So thank you, Vibin, for even dropping by and saying hello. That makes my heart feel better because, I was concerned on how things were going. And Lisa Wright, thank you for stopping in. It's very rare that we out here without a show going on. But I was playing the game Collide. I don't know if you ever seen it, but it's a little magnet game. It's a little fun game with magnets and a string. But I was trying to see if you can put all 20 magnets in the circle at the same time, but I wasn't able to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just but sometimes we get out here and uh, because it's late in my area. Because I know you're at least I think you're on the West Coast, and you got a couple of more hours on me. But I was sitting there watching some of the football games this championship weekend. And once those college games went off, I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. But then it was like, hey, you get a chance to hit the live button and spend some time out there. I got the 4,000 watch hours, which is huge. So the channel is actually monetized, fully monetized now. So that's cool. That just happened maybe a week ago. So that's really cool. So yeah, and like you say, during the holidays. So we have, had a new grandbaby that was born 2 days before Thanksgiving. 2 days before Thanksgiving. So that was a blessing, that we received another grandchild. But then, and then we're in this month. So we're going to change the name, the brand. So this channel's name is going to change January 1st to the Iron Sharpening Iron Universe. And so that's where we're growing and glowing and growing to. So with that will be the universe come January 1. So January 1, we're the Iron Sharpening Iron Universe. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we got some wonderful spinoffs. So still looking for some guests. Vibin, you've been on my list for a long time, and we got to get you up here on the stage as just a solo, so we can when you're ready, we'll get you up there. And Lisa as well, get you on the Iron Sharpening Iron show, or the Ladies' Diary, or the Battle of the Sexes. So we have some spinoffs that you're more than welcome. We now have the Coach's Corner. We have the Voices of Resilience. And then it's a new show that's going to be coming in January called the Grow and Glow Academy. And that's where we're going to be working with people and showing people some, what they call it, some of the tricks and behind the scenes of how to maybe host a show or produce a show. And, if you use StreamYard or any other programs. So, that's what we're working on. So just knowing that we're doing a lot of cool things, and we don't look at it as a channel. This is not a channel. To me, it was always like a network, and the big thing is that we are stronger together, so that if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. So that's what it's all about. So the Iron Sharpening Iron universe is about networking other content creators together and building a big network of content creators. And we don't step on each other and all that. We just help one another. And in that way, we can all, grow together. So that's my idea. That's my goal. That's my vision. And we're doing our thing, and at least I appreciate you saying that. Whenever we need you, I'll let you know. I'm building my January lineup. I would love to have you on the show and get a chance to talk to you. That would be awesome. So and vibing as well. I mean, we would love to have y'all up here on the stage. I think you would. So I guess we got a knucklehead in the chat who just came through. I mean, so I apologize for anyone who has to see that foolishness, but I thank anyone, those who cut them out. See, that's why I have so many people in here that's moderators, that when people come through, they can block that stuff out because it's unnecessary, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that vibe, and thank you. Because it's just unnecessary, and I'm on my phone. So if you don't realize or don't know, I'm on my phone. So it wasn't like I could, what they say, I could have went out and got it, but I thank you for taking care of that. And it's really been, like I said, we have a team. So there has been busy. Um, uh, but at the same time, each one they're like hosting their own show. So we just use the support. So this an idea real quick, and think about it like this. Say vibing, you got, say you got, and I'm not looking at your channel, so I can't say what it is, but you got 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. And if I got 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, and Lisa got 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, when we go live and we're supporting one another, now you're going live with 9 and 10,000 people instead of just your channel. So that's what the universe is all about. So that when we go out there, we're all sharing the information, and we're pretty much going live on everybody's channel at the same time. Even though it might not be my show, it'll be someone else's. So live, and that's where we all can help one another hit those milestones and hit those marks that we need. And you're right, the trolls are busy this season. Young kids. It's the weekend. They ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, even when he came in, the dumb word that he said out of his mouth meant like why, and that's all you can sit there and think is like why, yeah. Yeah, but so it's a way to help one another, and that's what the universe is all about. And we're also on School, that SKOOL. So we just started a community on School, and that's another place where we're going to go, and we're going to help each other sharpen their tools and sharpen their skills. So when they get to their channels, that they can be more effective than before. And not saying that people are not doing a great job, because all of you are doing a wonderful job with your own channels. But at the same time, you can help me, because I have a lot of stuff that I need to learn, a lot of stuff I'm trying to figure out myself. So, I might be helping you and might be giving you some insight, but at the same time, I'm gonna be taking notes as well, because I'm just getting monetized. I'm just hitting, I think, 2,700 subscribers, but there's so many more that's doing way better than I am. So because of that, we all, that's what the whole thing of iron sharpening iron is about. We are sharpening each other's skills so that we can be better. So yeah, but I truly appreciate you hanging out with me just a little bit. I plan on definitely coming on tomorrow while I'm working on a editing or putting the video in for tonight. I have some. Let me see. I do TikTok shop and Amazon influencer. Oh yeah, please, and you're more than welcome. So that's going to start being on Wednesdays. So it's going to be every Wednesday, the second, the third Wednesday of the month is when we'll be doing the Grow and Glow Academy. So Lisa, we'll definitely make sure we get you on one of those shows, and we'll talk about those different avenues, the TikTok shop and the Amazon influencer and stuff like that, because I want to get into that too. I want to get into, um, other ways of maybe making a little bit. Like I say, I sit here and play this game right here, Collide, and if you missed that part, I was sitting here playing the game. But I could have done just as much if I would have been on a live, promoting the game and getting people to buy the game. So, those are the things that, to me, it was just having a little bit of fun. But also, we got to think and have that mindset that it's a business. And once you get that mindset, it's like, oh, okay, this is a business, and I need to start thinking like a business person when it comes to content creating and influencing. So, yeah. Yeah, oh, well, shoot, yeah, 100%. So, yeah, we're gonna, I'm about to reach out to you because I need to get a little bit more insight on what to do and how to do it, because, it will help pay some bills and things like that, but it's also, we're in this business. This is a business. Amazon, Google, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them are, they're making really good money off of us being on here and creating content and promoting and their AdSense and all that that's coming across. And they're giving you pennies to the dollars that they're making, 100%. So if we can get some of it back, that would be huge. So Lisa, I'm looking forward to working with you and vibing. I'm looking forward to having you up on that stage one day in a solo interview on the Iron Sharpening Iron show. And for real, because I know you got some good insight, and I know that anyone who will be watching the show would be blessed by your presence. So that's both of y'all, 100%. And I know that Lisa has I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe it could be me missing it. But I know you were doing lives with Cindy, and I'm not sure if you're still doing them. But if you are, that was a great combination, you two being up on the stage. So yeah, but we'll work it out. We'll definitely work it out and keep it. And y'all, keep us, in your prayers, because, it's a big brand change, and, and it's a big move. I'm excited about the move, but to change your brand and to go in a direction that, I haven't seen too many people go in, but I really haven't seen anybody go in. But this is where we're going. This Iron Sharpening Iron universe, and it's nothing but up. That's all we can do. Yeah, yeah. I can only imagine. Everything is the first, and no matter what especially that first time around. So let her know if when you talk to her that we're praying for her, and that if she needs anything and if any way we can help her, 100% willing to help. You know. But yeah, when everything is the first, and it's no one can say, hey, I know what you're going through. Even if you've been through it, you don't know what I'm going through, because everybody's different. It's very unfortunate, and it was shocking even that same week that I was notified, and it's like, wow, and I thank you, Lisa, for reaching out. And it took me a minute, even when you reached out, because I was like, is this serious? Is this real, or this was a joke? I mean, this is a bad joke if it is a joke, but, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. And, yeah, everything, even when I, just meet them, everything is virtual. So you don't really know a person to say, hey, I know him. But you're right. Everything I knew about him or saw was, very supportive. very kind, very open and friendly. And I, had, I don't say high hopes, but, we have so many spinoffs that he would have been such a viable part of that I was looking forward to having him on. And, even the one where we had Cindy on and he was right there with her. And then it's like just amazing that just that fast. So, but that's, that is life. And it's unfortunate. But I'm gonna go, and thank you for hanging out with me. And be looking forward to seeing y'all at a later date. And talk to you all both, or talk to you all and everyone out there later. Have a blessed night, and we'll see you on the other side, right? So thank you. Have a good night, all of you. Thank you, for sure.